strangest thing. It's shorter than you think. No think.
What's up, you guys? It's your girl Queen Talks Crime, and I am back with another video. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, comment down below if you have any questions, comments, or concerns about this video. This video is going to be, first of all, let me say shout out to my supporters, my viewers, my moderators, my members, everybody that is subscribed. Shout out to y'all. Hope y'all had a great and productive day. This video is going to be about Candus. A little bit y'all know. I just never got a chance to speak on it. So I want to go ahead and speak on it on this video, okay? And we're going to go there a little bit about this case, okay? So, Summer Wells. This is Summer Wells' case. So we're talking about Summer's mother. Also, another big thing I want y'all to remember, keeping y'all brains, keeping implanted, that Summer Wells was last with Candus Bly. She was last with her mother that day. Please keep that in mind, okay? So you got Candus Bly in 2002 found guilty of battery. Okay? Now, in those court documents, they put she can't be in contact with the victim. Okay? When they say victim, that normally means minor. Okay? She can't be in contact with the minor. What minor was around Candus and Andrew at that time? Lil' Candus, Lil' Andrew. Okay? Which says a whole lot. Okay? She pled guilty. And she had drug charges. Lil' Candus would have been 6 months. A baby at that time. CPS has been in both Don and Candus' life throughout for years. Before they got together, they both separately dealt with CPS in their old families. And when they got together, they dealt with CPS still throughout their years, throughout their life, throughout everything. They consistently have dealt with CPS, okay? Once again, no contact with victim. That's a minor. Who were their minors? Who was the minors? Lil' Andrew, Lil' Candus. Okay? January 2003, she had disorderly conduct, intentionally pointing firearm at person, resisting an officer. Shout out to Justice for Jay for a lot of this information. She was also sentenced to county jail 90 days. I also looked as well, because I don't want to speak on nothing if I ain't looked at it, okay? So I did go to Wisconsin County website, okay? But yeah, so disorderly conduct, intentionally pointing firearm at person, resisting an officer. She was sentenced to county jail 90 days in 2004. Probation for 3 years. Didn't follow the rules, and because she was supposed to fully follow, cooperate with our treatment, health, and human services. Before she was jailed in 2004, she was jailed September 30, 2003. Okay, so technically she been to jail twice, served 2 sentences, okay? One was 90 days, the other was 87 days. She also had 2 battery charges. Okay, so she was 19, had these kids. She was with a older man who wasn't obviously a good influence on her. But at the end of the day, you can't just say because she was younger she was the victim. I mean, she stayed with him. She had her own faults. She had her own charges as well. She did drugs as well. So we can't just say Candus Blythe's innocent in all of this. Okay? I'm just going to give you the facts and the truth. We cannot say that. You was right there abusing along with Andrew. You was right there doing drugs alongside with Andrew. You was right there doing all those things alongside with Andrew. Okay? You broke your probation alongside with Andrew. I mean, so at some point, we have to hold Candus Blythe accountable for a lot of things that happened with her older children. Because I'm not going to, yeah. Summerwell's the victim. Lil' Candus the victim. Lil' Andrew's the victim. I don't have no sympathy for these people that abuse children, mistreat children. I don't. And I'm never going to have no sympathy. I'm going to be honest and give you what it is. Okay? She also had disorderly conduct, domestic abuse, Class B misdemeanor. March 25th, 2004, she was sentenced for her second local jail 90 days domestic abuse. You know what? It's just so funny how they choose to live off the grid. Candus and Don chose to live off the grid. It was almost like they was running to start a new life, but they didn't want nobody around or no one too close. Okay? Almost like Trezell and Jacqueline ran to a different town in the outskirts to get away, to not be around nobody, to be away from family and friends. Okay? It's almost like that. So you can be on the outskirts, do whatever you want to do, and nobody's going to question you. They're not going to hear you. They're not going to notice you. It's almost like that, guys. And I'm also wondering why would Don and Candus move to the outskirts with these children? You got to go so far to go to the grocery store. You got to go so far to the hospital. You got to go so far to the, the police stations. Like, it's so far, You got to go like 20, 30 minutes away. Not so close, okay? And those things that you will put in account when you're moving somewhere. You put those things in account, okay? Ducking and dodging. It's like they was ducking and dodging, okay? And that's just the feel that I get. Ducking and dodging. Now, let's go to the gag order that Don and Candus said they have for the 3 boys that was taken by CPS. Summer's brothers. It's more to that gag order for those 3. If it was just because of Don's drinking, he said that. He let that be known already. So it's more to that. Because if it was just that, he wasn't supposed to state that. So we know CPS ain't taking no kids because Don liked to drink. They would just order him to some classes and get his shit together. And they wouldn't take them for that. They took those boys for other reasons. And I can imagine. We see the history. We see how they get down. We see who these people are. You can imagine why CPS removed those kids. And of course they're not going to tell us because they're minors. And they got to keep those things, on the low. But I am scared. I will say I'm scared to see what they have on them for those 3 boys that they removed out their home. Okay, because it's not for Summer, as they say. It has nothing to do with Summer Wells gone missing. So I can imagine. It could be that house. It could be whatever went on in that house. It could be from abuse, something the boys have told. You never know. And Don Wells might have tried to coach them, but it might not have went too well. And workers are trained to break through if they feel like a child was coached. They know how to get to the truth. They know how to talk to children and get the truth out of the child. They know how to do that. Okay? So, yeah, no telling what those boys told the truth about. Where they had to come back and remove them. No telling what those boys went through. Those are the victims. Okay? And that's who our heart goes out to. These real victims. Not these people that don't want to take accountability or responsibility. Not those. Not those who are the ones abusing the children. Not those. Okay? So, I've heard when little Candus contacted mom, Candus, she told her not to call. Okay? I also found, and that was prior to Summer Wills gone missing. Well, I kind of found something that questions that, but it really don't, because Candus like to do things for show, okay, to portray as the good mother. Little Candus, and this is my last Candus Bly video, but little Candus was talking with Mom Candus, and this was after Summer Wills went missing, and and Big Candus was telling Mama Candus was telling little Candus why and what happened, or why her and her brother was taken. Okay, and she was not truthful, and I already broke that down, that she was lying even about that, because she said she had a choice. They gave her a choice to give her kids to her family, or they was going to take them. Boo, they took your kids. CPS removed your kids. They went to foster families, multiple foster families where they was abused. Little Candus was abused. Your son was injured, abused so bad that he had to go to a facility. Okay? So, what you told her was not true. They was taken for abuse. They had multiple families, foster families, that prior abused them. And she didn't get to a good family till she was 16. Thank God. But look how long of her life she was abused, though. Okay? Run away from foster homes. The girl been through a lot. And you, when she tried to ask you, I don't know who reached out to who on this last time, but it's funny, after Summer Wells go missing, you want to talk to her and tell her what happened. Why didn't you tell her the first time, Candace? You didn't want nothing to do with her. But I know why you would talk to her after Summer Wells went missing. Because people are digging, and people have reached out to your daughter on social media. So you've had to make yourself look like you care, or you this loving mother like you portray out here, like you portrayed to Chris McDonough, which I see right through it, okay? But you try to portray like you're this loving mother, this caring mother. Ooh, I would never hurt my kids, abuse my kids, yada, yada, yada. That's what you portray. That's what you want the people to see. But see, we see through that, okay? We see through that. And yes, I saw through a lot of that stuff with Candus. And I had a feeling it was something off with her. And so, yeah, it came out. It came out. There's a history here. And it's repeating itself with Candace and Don. It's a history. I don't know why on God's green earth they left and went to go have more kids just to mistreat. I have no idea. But they did. But they did. So, like I said, at first, Candace allegedly told her not to call her no more. She didn't want to talk to her. She didn't want nothing to do with her. And then the second time, miraculously, after Summer Wells went missing, you want to explain everything. You want to explain in messages. Not a phone call. Not a phone call, because, LaKenna tried to call you. You put it in the messages what happened. On Messenger, Facebook Messenger. You didn't even honor her with a call and explain what happened between her and her brother. Why is her brother permanently brain damaged? Everything she went through. Why she had to go through multiple foster homes of abuse. Yeah, you didn't want to call her. You text her on Facebook Messenger. And little Candus is very smart because she sent that to other people to show her what her excuse was. And a lot of people don't believe it. And it's in the court's records of what happened. You are one of the perpetrators of abuse, boo. You're one of the perpetrators. Okay? Not just Andrew, you too. You was one of the perpetrators. And they took your child for abuse, your children. You didn't have a choice to give them to a family. I mean, it's the last for me, Candus. It's the last. It's not it. So you wanted to have a good reason why you gave them up. You didn't have one. You shouldn't have just, whatever y'all was doing to those kids, you should have just never did. Y'all shouldn't abuse the children. Y'all shouldn't mistreat the children. You would have your kid. That's it. That's all. It's not about you having a choice. Because the kids were being removed once Andrew got his head hurt like that, beat with a bat. Yeah, it wasn't no leaving no children in y'all's custody. You didn't have an option. They was going to be removed. But instead of taking responsibility, Candus Bly never takes responsibility. She always puts it on. She put it majority on Andrew. She never took accountability as being mom, having your children in their condition. And I would like to know, where was Candy at while this was going on? Where was Candy? Y'all so close now, but was y'all that close when your oldest grandkids was getting abused? So yeah, I see right through it. She takes no responsibility, no accountability, and she projects on the other person, like she's doing today. Look, Candus admits that Candus' mother abused her and her brother and Daddy Andrew. Yeah. I showed y'all that in my video. My last video I did. And let's move on to something else real quick. This is a family of horrors. This is a family of horrors and dysfunction. Okay? I got a couple of questions about Black Rose Black. Okay? Because her disappearance is real creepy too. And yeah, it's real strange. I seen a little video that's real strange. Okay? So why did Rose Black's husband divorce her not long after she went missing? Who divorces their wife and don't wish and hope they come home alive and safe and well? Who's not out looking and searching for their wife? Who just assume that they left on their own? So that lets you know right there was problems in their marriage. That was, yeah, bad. Okay? All right? He gave up completely. I mean, soon she went missing. You want a divorce? Because, and his excuse was he scared she was going to come back and take the kids. Why would a mother do that? They was 1 and 2. Why would Rose run away, come back, get the kids? I think something happened to Rose Black, just like something happened to Summer Wills. But something sinister happened to Rose Black. And that husband is a little weird to me. And that didn't tip off Ellie. That didn't tip y'all off. He wanted a divorce after his wife went missing. And try to get custody of the kids so she couldn't come back and get them. He wanted to play like she ran off with another man. I don't know what woman. And it does happen. But I don't know if Rose Black ran off with another person and leave her 1 and 2 year old and not try to take them with her. What real mother does that? Okay. Now, it does happen. But in this case, I don't think so. And another reason why I don't think she just voluntarily left, because the car was found abandoned. I mean, come on now. If she gonna go somewhere, she gonna take her car with her because she needs the transportation. Okay? So that lets me know it's some foul play going on. So at the end of the day, yeah, this wasn't I'm gonna leave you for somebody else and leave my kids. I don't believe it. I believe Rose Bly loved her kids, and when she went to go visit someone, she ran into danger. Somebody did something to her, and she's missing today. But dad, husband, insecure, having domestic issues with Rose Bly, is not thinking as he should as a husband whose wife might be in danger. He's thinking of himself, his selfish reasons, what they've been through. Not smart. Not thinking, okay, something happened to her. Even after you heard her car was abandoned. Come on now. You didn't suspect husband Bly that something maybe happened to your wife? But no, he divorces her, gives a petty ass excuse of, yeah, I don't want her to try to come back and take the kids. It's just insane to me, y'all. It's crazy. Okay. Yeah, so it lets me know there was probably trouble in their marriage. Allegedly there was domestic violence, domestic abuse. Okay. It's just crazy. Crazy. 3 weeks after she disappeared, he was worried she would come back and take the kids. So 21 days and you was ready to divorce her, get custody, and said, screw your wife. That sounds like a Barry Morpheus situation. I'm just throwing it out there. And allegedly he passed a lie detector tests, but that doesn't mean anything. I'm just saying, if they had domestic violence in their marriage, he quickly tries to get a divorce 3 weeks after she went missing. He should have been number one suspect, passing a lie detector test or not. Psychopaths and serial killers pass them all the time. They are the most intelligent people. Okay? Some of the most intelligent people out here. I'm just saying. Okay? So, yeah. So they let him, after he passed a lot of tests, he was no longer a suspect. They allowed him to divorce his wife, who was missing, and get custody of the kids. And she's out here probably dumped, deceased. And nobody caring. Nobody worrying. Everybody going on with their life. How sick is that? Y'all, this case is getting crazy and crazy and crazy. And it's so deep and it's so crazy. But I'm finna get ready to get up off here. I just want to bring you that information. I love y'all. Shout out to you, John Q. I'm sorry I missed Q Carlock's live last night. I had a real bad headache, so I took some medicine and fell out. But I will be at the next one. Shout out to Justice for Sincere and Classic. We are doing I forgot what he called it, but yeah, we're going to be having contractors come together to bring awareness and get the ball rolling for Classic and Sincere. So y'all look out for that. Y'all go support Q Carlock, I believe her name is, and John Q. Y'all know who that is. But I love y'all. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, comment down below if you have any questions or concerns. And your girl be back tomorrow with another video. And that video is going to be about Chris McDonough's live with his wife, beautiful wife, Karen. Peace.